Welcome everybody to my latest video. So this video, I'm just going to show the finished product of my 60-in-1 Pac-Man arcade cabinet. So first, go ahead and get an overall view. It's roughly about 99% done. The only thing left I need to do is to change the light fixture up here. Either the bulbs are bad or the fixture itself is bad. Everything else works, and the only reason why I haven't replaced that yet is because it's the only thing left, and I'm not going to run out to the hardware store just to, pick up that particular piece. What I figured is the next time I need to get something for around the house, that's when I'll pick up the parts that I need. But other than that, it's pretty much done. Now first, let me show you the original Bezel that came with it. Okay, here we are. This is the original Bezel, and as you can see, there is some paint missing on the corners and on the sides. It's not in bad condition, but it's not in great condition either. So I'll just give you an overall look of where it's missing paint. And in the first video on this series, I said I could probably get a new one of these for about $90. Well, I was dead wrong. The cheapest I can find a new one is $150 plus shipping. So total cost would have been about $175 to $180. Well, since this is the old one and that other one has a newer one, obviously I had it replaced. So let's go back to the machine. So here we are at the new Bezel. As you can see, it's in much better condition. The other one, there was cracking here and cracking here on the paint. This one I found for the low cost of $50. So I just had to scoop it up real quick. And as you can see, it looks almost brand new. So that was pretty good. What else can I say? If you're watching this video and you didn't watch parts 1 and 2, basically what happened is I sold one of my arcade cabinets, and in addition to the cash, I also got this machine right here. Problem is it wasn't working. The monitor was bad, that needed to go. Some of the internal wiring was bad, some missing fuses. But in addition to the cabinet, it came with a Pac-Man board, 2 power supplies, a brand new JAMA harness, and a brand new 60-in-1 arcade board. Now the arcade board and the JAMA harness were completely new, never used, never even taken out of the packaging. So it was kind of like a freebie with all that stuff, and I decided I'm just going to make a 60-in-1 arcade cab. So I pulled out all the insides, I got rid of the old monitor, pulled out all the wiring, the Pac-Man board and the wiring, that's going off to someone. They might put a video up later or not, I don't know. But anyways, what was left over, and I just created a 60-in-1 Pac Cab. So some of the things I did, I sprayed all on the inside right here. It was kind of fading, so I repainted that. Unfortunately, got some scratching right there when I was putting the control panel back on, so oh well. The marquee is in good condition. Obviously, I replaced the bezel, much newer, almost looks brand new. Replaced the monitor. The brackets right here were really bad, so I wire wheeled those down to the bare metal, repainted those. The control panel, I took off the old overlay that was fading, it was cracked, it was probably the original one. So I scraped that one off, and then I scraped off all the under glue, the gooey stuff. Then I scraped down the control panel to the bare metal also, repainted that, primer paint, put a new overlay on. This thing cost me like 25 bucks. The joystick and the buttons and the wiring underneath weren't too bad, so I just cleaned those up again a little bit. Just an overall clean down of the cabinet. New monitor, like I said. I put in, even though this came with 2 power supplies, I had a spare ATX power supply, and I actually like using those power supplies for any of the so many in one boards, 60-in-1, 100-in-1, 1000-in-1. So redid the wiring on the inside, basically jamatized it, and as you can see, it's up and running. The speaker system worked great still. Like I said, buttons, joysticks, everything, all that wiring was good. The other wiring that was like hooked up to the monitor and to the PCB, all that was kind of bad. But kind of looked like a rat's nest. But overall, I think it turned out pretty good. I might replace the T-molding one of these days. And let's see, what else? But there you are. Great game. Or great gaming cabinet. Something everybody can play. Not much. Okay, so I don't know what else to say here. Oh, all the games are set on free play, obviously. Coin door is just for luck, so I'm not going to wire it up to take any coins. Even though this is the 2-player start button, I actually wired this up to be the 1-player fire button. So when you play games like Galaga, you know, this is the fire button, or if you play Donkey Kong, this is the jump button. So there you go. You got the menu right there. I left all the games intact, changed some of the settings. You know, don't want to make the games too hard. I actually made them as easy as possible so that pretty much anybody can play the game and have fun and not get disappointed. You know, because I got my kids who like to have friends over and play. My wife has coworkers she invites over, and you know, everybody likes to play the arcade games in the first and secondary game room. And this is a great addition. This is something everybody can play. Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. You know, maybe one day I will be the king of Kong. Chances of that are pretty slim, but you never know. So, there we go. Everything's pretty good. So, a freebie has kind of turned into another addition to my arcade room. So there you go. Until next time.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.